Hello everybody. I've been working to get a flaky pie crust for the little mini pie maker, and I think I've got the ultimate crust that I want to share with you. I tell you what, I've tried over and over again to use a standard pie crust like these. These are like store-bought pie crust that you can get, and no matter what I do, I just couldn't get them to work right in the little mini pie maker. And you know I'm a fan of the mini pie maker, so I want to show you how to make the ultimate pie crust. You want to get a cup of ice water, that's water with ice, and then a measuring cup, really any size measuring cup because it's the ratios. I'm using a 1 cup measuring cup because I want to make enough crust to put in the refrigerator to use as needed. And so it starts with 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and then I'm going to use self-rising flour, 1 cup of self-rising flour, and that's the ratio. So you see, you could be using half-cup measures or quarter-cup measures. It's just the ratio that matters. And then you want to put some salt in there. I'm going to use a couple of teaspoons for this much flour and mix it together. And you don't have to use that much salt. You want to use it to your taste. Mix those flour types together, the all-purpose and the self-rising, and then the same measuring cup that you've used, you want to get that amount of shortening. So this will be 1 cup of shortening, and I'm using Crisco shortening. So it's so simple, 1 measuring cup. And now you want to combine the shortening into the flour, and I'm just going to use my hand. I think it's the easiest way. And you break it up until it becomes nice and crumbly. The other item that I really recommend is a tortilla press. It makes making pie crust for this little pie maker so simple, and you can see my tortilla press there. And now it's time for the ice water. Don't let the ice go in, and you just need enough to bring the dough together. At smaller amounts, I only use tablespoon measures at a time, but for this amount, about 3/4 of a cup of ice cold water. And you work it with your hands, and you just have to see, you want it just sticky enough or wet enough so it holds together. And you work it gently like this, and it's a little sticky to begin with, but as it starts to distribute all through the dough, it'll pull off of your hands fairly well. Well, I've just got one hand in there. Try to keep one hand clean and only use one hand to do the mixing. And you just push it together, and I've noticed that the last little bit of flour is not picking up, and so I'm going to add a little bit more of the ice water. I want it just wet enough so I can pick up the dough ball, press it into the bottom of the bowl, and it picks up the flour. Wipe off a little bit of this extra dough off of my hands. It's all good. And press it gently together. Give you a look at the bottom. You see it's picked up just about all of the flour that I put in this bowl. And it's not compacted very tightly. You can still see some cracks in the dough, but it's holding together. Feels kind of like Play-Doh, the consistency of Play-Doh. You see the cracks? That's what you want. It's really that simple. There you have a wonderful pie dough, and now it's ready to go in a Ziploc bag and then pop it in the refrigerator, and you've got it prepared and ready to go. Now this isn't a regular pie crust. This is for the mini pie maker, and so I have a recipe for a regular pie crust, and I'll put it here, a link here. But this is for the mini pie maker, and it works great. It's the ultimate crust for the mini pie maker. Once again, take a look at how beautiful that turns out in that little mini pie maker. Nice and flaky and delicious. So if you have a mini pie maker, this is the crust you want to use. Hey, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye now.